Hello everyone, this is Gabriel Heck with Intrust Funding, and today I'm going to explain the beneficiary's demand for payoff. So this is basically just a payoff statement, and I'm just going to explain this to you. So starting with the top, you got Intrust Funding, Gabriel Heck. So I made an account for myself. I'm account 002. That's your account number. That's going to be very important when you go to make your payments. You're going to need your account number and the last four of your phone number. So this is actually my physical address, and go down here, just read it. So these, when we send these out to escrow or to you, we make sure they're right. So these are checked over. This isn't just something we can send out very simply from our system. We can, but we do have to check all the numbers and everything. And so it's not something that we just send out very, very easily, because, if we're wrong on this, an escrow says, oh, we'll just pay you $555 when really the loan is for, say, $750. That's not good. So these are checked by both of our accountants and myself. So there's a triple check that goes on with these to make sure they're right. So just to let you guys know, these aren't something that you can order and have back the same day. These usually have to be looked at by multiple people, and we try to make sure they're right. So anyway, we're just going to go over this payoff date. So the payoff date is on this one, 8/7, which is today's date. Maturity date on this one is 9/1, meaning I do have a loan extension through this date. So this one would probably look a little differently, being that there is a loan extension through 9/1, because we would do what's called a per diem. I'm not going to get into the specifics of that right now. I'm just going to kind of break down what this one looks like. So payment was due 8/1. That wasn't made. And so please keep in mind the payment of 8/1 covers the previous month's interest. So that would be added in there as well. If it wasn't paid on 8/1, it's not like the payment you made through on 7/1 would cover through 8/1. Does that make sense? Hopefully. Interest rate 12%. Interest paid to 7/1. So that's kind of where it breaks it down for you. So interest was paid to 7/1 on the last payment, but we would still need a payment for this month, and then 7 days of interest as well, because it is the 7th on this note right here. So unpaid interest, we don't have any. Accrued interest from 7/1 to 8/7. So that's going to be your 1 month plus your 7 days of interest on there. Unpaid late charges. In this particular example, and I've used this example for several of our videos now, the unpaid late charges is basically in the system I had two payments that were late, more than 5 days. So the system assessed me 2 late penalties. And then there would be another late charge because it's 8/7 and I hadn't made this payment either. Unpaid charges. So unpaid charges, apparently there's an additional one down here. It says the unpaid charges, and these are just loan extensions. The loan extensions were assessed 6/1 when the loan was due, and another one on 7/15. So again, you'll notice that a loan extension was assessed on this one, but due to the fact that it's closing on 8/7, if it did in fact close on 8/7, we would do a per diem extension of $185 per day, because that's going to be less expensive than going with a full extension. I can explain that too if you want. It's a little tricky with the math. Just know that we try to take care of you, and we don't charge you for the full extension if you don't use the full extension, basically. So what else we got here? Trust balance. So that would come back to you. Basically, in this scenario, one time I made an overage payment. Instead of making the payment of $5,555, I made a $600 payment. So that goes into your trust balance. So there's different ways that accountants would use that trust balance. For this particular scenario, if that was paid, it was after these late charges accrued. So that $445 would go to pay down some of these late charges. This trust balance would say 0, and this number would be 1111 minus $445. So hope I didn't confuse anyone there. This is just your basic payoff. And so we would send this to escrow saying we need $574, $682, $67 to close this loan. And then hopefully you sold your house for $900,000 and you're walking away with some good money. So that's what I got on this one. If anyone has any questions, please feel free to reach out to myself or Jared, and we can explain it to you to your liking. Thanks, and have a great day.